Good evening. Welcome in. Episode 47, Season 3. Off-season is complete. We've made some changes to the team. Now we're on to Season 4. We are currently 1-0. Had an ugly game. We at home.
What else can you say? But
Nope.
It's time for some football.
Soldier
We're just
Field.
minutes away from the opening kickoff. Now we'll head over to Tom Hammond and Chris Collinsworth for the start of the game. Guys?
Well, the weather will be perfect for today's game. Tom Hammond here. Beside me, as always, Chris Collinsworth. Still early in the season, but already we've seen some excellent football, Chris.
Well, I know both of these coaches, and they're going to have their teams ready to go for this one. And this
gotten
is a
better
bit of
every
a
year.
rivalry
Now it's
here.
time
so I would imagine
to win
each
a
of these
Super
coaches
Bowl.
probably lost a little sleep, staying up late, trying to devise the perfect game plan for this.
Troy
one.
Polamalu
And
with the
we'll
big
see
hit.
how their offense has prepared for this matchup as they come onto the field for the first time.
Yep, we went and got Troy Polamalu.
The offense will start at the 23-yard line.
Missed the stream.
1st and 10.
We traded for Troy to make we needed a difference maker in the secondary, at least with the safeties.
They keep it on the
Is that
ground with the
Forte?
tailback. They tackle him for a loss. Loss of 1 there for the halfback.
When did Matt? Hey, there's a question for the chat. When
Second
did
down,
Matt
11
Forte
yards
retire?
for a first. Chicago goes with the ace set here.
He was a good running back for a long time. Solid running back.
He fakes it.
Oh,
Going
boy.
deep with this one.
Falls incomplete. We got
Nice
third
job
down
by
and
the
11.
defense to force the incompletion by bringing pressure with the blitz.
Yeah, they brought the blitz, and the offensive line just unable to pick it up that time to force the incompletion.
Down around the 40-yard line. A nice completion to the tight end.
I always thought tight ends were sort of like pacifiers for babies.
Wow.
You know, just about the time that you need a little security blanket, you know where to go.
Thanks, James. I greatly appreciate those over there on Twitch.
1st and 10.
Forte.
Ball on the 40.
In 2000.
One-man backfield.
Wow. So not that long ago. Was he with the? Where did he go? Did he? Where did Forte finish his
Hands
career
it to the
at?
back.
Well, he's making us work. He's making us work.
Got him down at the 35. He busted it for a huge gain on that run.
And when you get a guy with that kind of speed, sometimes you don't have to make the perfect block. If you can just get an edge on the defensive guy to where he has to try and reach out with an arm, and you get a guy shooting through the hole that fast, it's just so hard to get him on the ground.
The halfback with the carry.
Boy, they are going to ride Forte, aren't they? Jeez.
He gets knocked out of bounds around the 15-yard line. An amazing
Yeah, you were
run.
the first
Well,
one.
if you want to know
James?
why all those
And I
coaches
think-
take stopwatches to the NFL Combine, you just saw it. You get a guy with that sort of
Let me look up
athleticism,
something on
that
Twitch.
sort of speed out there in the open field. Boy, is it fun to watch.
I got to check something out.
They go with the toss. And they get him at the 10. 4-yard gain by the back. They're 10 yards away. Two tight end formation this time. Chicago motions right. Fakes to the back. Dumps it out right.
Hit a wide open guy in the end
And he's
zone.
out of bounds, incomplete. They complete the pass, but he was out of bounds when he brought it in.
Yeah, that's a pretty safe throw there where only the receiver can make a play on the ball. Just a little too wide on that one.
The last time I was able to
10 yards from a score here.
get
Quarterback
anything
is
out
in
of
the
Twitch
gun.
was
He has
over a
three
year and a half
receivers in the
ago.
formation.
I get about $2.99 per
He's looking to
prime,
throw. He's in for the score.
which is great.
The quarterback threw a pretty ball there for the touchdown.
And we've talked about his arm strength, but his accuracy keeps showing through in this game. That was beautifully delivered.
They come on the field to attempt the extra
But
point.
I'm at 72 right now. And you have to get to 100. It's a slow climb. It's a slow climb, slow build.
Point after is good. Here's a quick look at the drive summary.
What's up, OC? Tack, what's up, man?
The kick is away.
The
He'll
Bears.
return it from the 1.
OC probably doesn't want to see the Bears win.
Brought down at the 24-yard line. So now let's see how this offense responds as they take the field.
What do we do?
down
We traded
7-0.
MJD.
Yeah, the
That's
other
right.
team just scored
So
a
we're sticking with
touchdown. They
Reggie
have the
Bush.
momentum of the game. And right now, as a play caller, I think you have to be very aggressive. Try and recapture that momentum and get this game going back in your direction.
Bush, I just like his
And he
speed.
makes it out
He's
to about the 27-yard line. Just about 3 yards
That's the
there.
whole
And
heart.
that will bring up second down. 2nd and 7 coming up here. Young is in the shotgun. He has 3 receivers split out wide. Back to pass. He needs to get the pass off. He decides to run.
I probably could have tried it.
He was looking for some room on the ground, but the defense was right there.
And talking to the defensive
Probably had
coordinator
it.
before the game, they said they were definitely going to keep guys in a position to play this quarterback running the football. So if he's going to beat this defense today, he's going to have
It's
to throw.
amazing, though,
It's
that
completed.
we have 2 guys
Knocked
from
out
that
of bounds at
Cupcake
about
squad,
the 41.
and we
Nice
created
pass play.
all the
It
different
really was in the 80s that we
subscribers.
first started seeing offenses throwing the ball to the fullback. You know, for so many years, those guys were just big blockers.
Play fake. Short throw. And he just got hammered. Pretty good gain right there.
You have so many people on this offense that you have to account for. The tight ends, the wide receivers, the running backs, even the quarterbacks. And now they're throwing to the fullback. That's almost not fair.
Chicago lines up with 5 defensive backs. Young changes the play at the line. Defense closing in. Makes the grab. Tackled around the 33-yard line. A decent gain there on that pass.
Yeah, a little timing route there, and you really have to have faith as a quarterback to get that ball out of your hand quickly if you're going to play with that kind of touch on the ball.
They'll throw on first down. Scrambles. He's going to run. Knocked out at the 22. Good work there to get a few yards on the scramble.
Boy, in that kind of situation, you just think that
Just,
they're going
man,
to pick
when you
up the
play
first
these
down on you.
Maddens-
They're going to have to do it throwing the football. But that time, the quarterback
08,
got out in
09,
the open
10,
field and
11.
got it done.
Here in the AFC, you got
Offset
that Tom
I
Brady,
formation in the
Peyton
backfield.
Manning. There it is. That's why we kept him. That's why we went with him.
They'll
Can I
score.
jump? Can I do the
Touchdown.
Lambo leap?
Perfect offensive execution there, Chris. The defense didn't have much of a chance.
Yeah, there's really nothing better than when you're in the huddle and you
Didn't
know
get there fast enough.
that your big guys are better
Gosh,
than
Reggie
their big
is
guys.
so
Because
lightning
when that's
quick.
the case, you simply hand the ball to the running back and you get a touchdown.
And this for the tie.
We'll be live
Kick
again
is up.
tomorrow night.
Extra point is good. And here's your drive summary for
I
that
think.
last series.
It's Friday. Yes. It is Friday.
Gets a good kick here. At the 30.
That Hester?
Brought down at the 34-yard line. The offense lines up and is looking to score again after a successful trip to the end zone on their last drive. Here's the give. He's dropped at about the 33-yard line. Maybe a yard on the run by the halfback. So they'll face a 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 34.
Are you streaming that, OC?
Gives it left side. He's tackled at the 36-yard
Okay,
line.
3rd and 8.
The halfback gets a couple there on the counter.
Okay.
From their own 36-yard line. Chicago lines up with 3 receivers. He'll get the
Oh,
call
nice,
again.
nice. Pat Willis.
And they get him.
He blew
at
that
the
up. He didn't make the
37.
tackle.
And that will bring up a 4th down.
Well, that's just a big run stop right there. You have a very proud defensive
appreciate the
line
thumbs up, y'all.
that was just going to take control of that situation.
And so at the end of the first quarter, we're all even.
I'm going to ask this question. Let's see.
The
I'm going to run a
lining
poll
up to punt
just
this
for
one
fun.
away.
Not sure I will go with it, but I want to see what the results are.
Punts it. He tries to spin, and he is dropped. What happened to the coverage there, Chris?
Oh, come on. They completely lost containment on that guy. I mean, you just can't let that happen. I'll be honest. They were really lucky they didn't give up a touchdown on that one.
Fakes to the back. Gets away. He throws it.
Gosh.
Tipped away. What a play by the defender.
And the quarterback really caught a break on that one that wasn't intercepted.
2nd down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 41-yard line. Young is in the shotgun. 3 receivers split out. Sees something and changes the play. Looks to pass. Off his back foot.
Attaboy. Attaboy.
He tries to spin, but he's brought down. The quarterback just rifled that one in there for a good game.
Everybody knows about
James,
this
I'll do
guy's
another
arm
poll for
strength,
that.
And if you wanted to see an example
everybody
of it,
sees it
right
too.
there it was.
Bush has the deep back as they line up in the eye. There's a play fake.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Probably a good decision to throw it away.
You got me. My bad. My bad.
This is a good call. The quarterback never got outside the tackle box and really just threw it away to avoid the sack.
Yeah, no question about it. He was under pressure. He was going to take the sack. He took a shot at maybe they wouldn't call it, but they did, and they made a good call.
Young doesn't like what he sees. He drops back, looking for a receiver.
Oh, gosh, that looks bad. Oh!
Incomplete pass. Johnson was the intended target on that incomplete pass attempt.
That's when you expect Johnson to come
From
down.
their own 47-yard line. The offense lines up with 3 wide receivers. Looks down the field. Hillman bats it down. The defender gets a hand on it, and that will bring up 4th down.
I don't know if that's the guy
Let's
I want
rewind it just for fun.
Let's go, baby.
They line up at the 47. Young lines up in the shotgun. 3 receivers split out.
Okay.
And he
I
makes
didn't
the
expect
tall
that
grab.
to happen.
Not a bad pickup that time.
Yeah, the defense came with pressure, but they couldn't quite get to the quarterback, and they paid a price. He got it out of there, picked up a nice gain.
The Bears line up with 6 defensive backs. Bush takes the handoff. Fumble on the play.
Oh, my goodness.
The ball will stay with the offense.
Oh, my goodness.
He put it on the ground, but they were able to get it back.
And that was lucky. Anytime you're getting attacked by a defense and you put it on the ground, that is just nothing but pure luck to get it back.
They line up in the I formation. Makes the run. Looking for an open man. Comes down with it. He's brought down at the 16.
6 of 8 for Vince Young, not bad.
Braylon Edwards' hands. He doesn't seem to be bothered.
I know Sean Ober does not think he is a
defenders around him,
Super Bowl
taking
quarterback.
hits,
He thinks it was
running
time to
through
move on.
traffic. This is a
from
guy
Vince,
with
but
big
I'm giving him
play
another year.
capability. But more impressively, he's
If we have to
really
go to
a
season
tough guy.
4. Or sorry, season 5. It will not be with Vince Young at quarterback.
Scrambles left. Guns it left. He's finally dragged down, and now it will be 1st and goal.
I'll give him one more chance, Ober.
1st and goal.
One more chance,
Ball on
Ober.
the 3-yard line. And now we'll see who can get the bigger push. Feeds it to the back. He's dropped at the 2. I'd say he got 1 or 2 feet on that drop.
And that's why you send all those guys to plug up the holes, and that time
Hey,
there
Thad, how
were
are you?
no holes, really, and he was lucky to get anything on the
Thad,
play.
did you vote? What did you vote for, Thad?
Sets up the play action. And he caught it. Gets in for the touchdown. Another touchdown pass gives him 25 for the season.
Yeah, 25 touchdown passes is about the standard for the NFL.
Ooh,
for
what a block.
Really good season. That, you know, unless you're a
Hey,
quarterback
Tommy, how are you?
that is a running quarterback, a scrambler, that type of new age
Welcome in,
quarterback
man.
that we see coming in the league.
How have you
But
been?
other than that, 25 is a pretty solid number.
And we'll take a quick look at the drive summary. Great kick here.
Come on, Palomalo.
Won't be stopped. And he's drilled.
Go to
What a
Cuse.
hit. The defense played exceptionally
I thought you
well the
would.
last time this offense had the ball. They'll take over at the 24-yard line. The Bears go with
I
the
know.
I formation.
It's amazing. When I saw Peyton Hillis, I'm like, I have to get him. And he was the top fullback to get.
He drops back. He passes short. He's hit hard on the play.
What are Hillis'
Pretty nice
stats?
read on
Like,
that
what
play
was
to
his
find the
best
open
year?
man.
Yeah, the two of them really have been
Was he a
working
Pro Bowler
hard,
that year?
building a rapport in practice, and
What
now
did he
you're
bring?
starting to see some of those results out here on the field.
He drops back to pass. Surveys the field. Brings this one in. A decent gain on the pass.
And that's good quarterback play. He recognized the blitz.
Peyton
he
Hillis.
understood
What did he do?
was
Last
happening
year
with
for the
coverage
Browns,
behind it and found the
Madden
open man.
cover guy, right? Won the vote. We talked about this a little bit. Kind of a crazy deal, really.
Here's
Thinking
the
back
halfback.
on it.
He's
I'm
tackled
shocked he
at
was
the
the cover.
47-yard line. So the delayed handoff gets maybe a yard. Second
Ever
and
since
9.
those, they
Ball
really
on
haven't
their
done a
own
lot of
47.
internet votes, have they?
The defense
know?
sets up in the nickel.
Like, I think they're easily
He drops
easily
back
messed
to pass.
with.
Rockets it out. It's picked off. And they get him at the 45. Well, he looked like he was in the right
Perfect.
place at the right time.
Unless you're the
07 was his
quarterback,
best year.
then he was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
He's changing things up. Young on first down.
And you know what?
Fails to connect with
I
his
figured out
man.
this outside
Edwards
slant
was the intended
pass
receiver
on
on the
here.
play, and it falls incomplete.
And now I see why they got rid of it. It's pretty bad. Like, it's always
They line
open,
up at the
it seems
45.
like.
They line up in the I formation. Pitch out. Tackled right around the 42-yard line. That's a 2-yard gain.
Well, that was the perfect time for them to call a blitz. They got in there, filled up all the gaps, brought down the running back for a short gain.
Peyton Hillis,
2 minutes
14
left
game,
in the half.
270 carries, 1,100 yards, 11 touchdowns.
From the 43-yard line.
And he was a Pro Bowler
5
that year,
DBs
right?
on the field. Calls the play at the line. He gets another carry. He's tackled right around the 40-yard line. Got a couple, but will still be short of the mark.
Yeah, and for a minute it looked like he might slip out of there, but the defense got there. The pursuit was all over it, and they made a nice stop.
And it appears that the coach will keep his offense out there. This is kind of a surprising call here by the coach. This is an obvious punting situation.
They finally
He's brought down
stopped
around
the scramble.
38-yard line.
Deleted channel 2.0. How are you?
Chicago will
Doing
try
good,
to
man.
get down the field here, looking to tie it up before halftime.
Doing good.
Drops back on first down. Is there for the catch. Brought down at the 43-yard line. Pretty good read on that play to find the open man.
And that's an area where he excels. He works his way through his progressions quickly and doesn't
When did
hesitate
Hillis retire?
when he sees the receiver break free in coverage.
Did he play for anybody else?
Drops back. Passes to his right. Bennett fumbles
Wow.
it. Scooped up
That's
by one of the
why.
corners.
That's why we went out and got Palomalu.
Big time play.
Did
by
you
this
see
defense.
this?
And why?
Did you see this?
They're so used to making jukes and moves out there, and sometimes they just get loose with the football. That one's stripped away, and that's a big play.
Kansas City Chiefs and the Giants both played him.
Young adjusts the play at the line. Now he's scrambling. And it's caught. Tackled at about the 29-yard line. They hook up for a pretty good gain on that one. Nice pass.
Yeah, good pass and good confidence by the quarterback there. He saw the opening. He knew there was a spot that he could get that in there, but you could see he had the confidence to let this receiver make a play, and that's really what
Attaboy,
pro
Reg.
football is all about.
They need to come up with a better game plan to stop this guy.
Yeah, you're not
Well, if
kidding.
they're going to
They
run the ball, I'm
can't
gonna keep
keep
running the ball.
giving up those big chunks
Oh, that's
of
right. I remember when he
yardage
played
like
for the
that.
Broncos.
They do. It's going to be awfully tough to stop this offense.
Young hands it off. Bush might have been shaken up a bit on the play.
Reggie Bush is out. Here comes Jamal
Second and
Charles.
4 coming up here. Ball on the 14-yard line. Nickel back in this time. Young doesn't like what he sees. Back to pass. Looks right. Throw. Flag on the play.
For
Hold
what?
everything. We have a flag on the play.
Personal foul, typically, offense.
He needs to have a little better decision-making out there.
And that's a good call. That is such a dangerous play. When you're hitting a guy in the back, that's when some major injuries can occur. Good call by the officials.
They'll go from the shotgun. Young calls an audible. He's looking to throw. Looks for a man open. Urlacher picks it off. Sure looks like that play is worth another look, Chris. Why don't you break it down for us using EA Sports? First and 10. Ball on the 20. Offset I formation in the backfield. They'll throw on first down. Rockets it. And they can't connect. Clark was the intended receiver, and he can't bring it in. They come out in a nickel. He drops back. On the run, he throws it. He's tackled at the 26-yard line. He delivered a nice
Not
throw.
going to take any timeouts either. The Bears are okay going into halftime down 7.
There aren't many guys who work any harder than this guy, both in the offseason and during the week of practice. He isn't the most physically gifted quarterback I've ever seen, but you can tell the time he puts in the film room, in the weight room, and he understands the game of football.
And we've come to halftime here. The score is 14-7.
7 yards per play. They have 6.3. That's a lot.
Thanks, guys. Here's a quick recap of some of the bigger
Nobody
plays of
scored
the
in
first
that
half.
second quarter.
And here's
the
the kick.
votes are tied. If you haven't voted yet.
He'll take it from the 2. Hit and drop at the 33-yard line. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports.
Smooth Robinson.
Man in motion. Young changes the play at the line. First down, looking to throw. Pass is complete. He's dropped at about the 41. This quarterback has had a Pro Bowl type of season.
Yeah, there's some good quarterbacks in this league, but I have to agree with you. This is a guy that has a spot in Hawaii waiting for him. And believe me,
they've
as
definitely
a pro
changed
player,
their
when you
commentary
get a
in
chance
that
to go
way.
to the Pro Bowl, that's a party.
Okay, question. Would you rather have this commentary team or the new Madden commentary?
Just a phenomenal run.
Woo! Not often you see that kind of speed in the NFL.
Which one
Get
would you
out
rather
there,
have? This
get
one
it up the field,
or
and
the
when
current
he gets in the open
Madden?
field, look out.
Setting up play action. Throws it short. Pass completed.
Okay, we've got to have to get 3 points.
And that
out
one
of
will
this.
go for a first.
And really
I feel like we've been
top-notch
waiting to put this
quarterbacks
game away. We
know
just keep
how
making
to
mistakes.
Throw a football in there without leading his receiver into trouble. That was a great throw.
He's dropped around the 30-yard line. Gain of 3. That brings up second down.
We have votes coming in.
2nd and 7.
We have 8. 8 votes.
Single back formation.
Fight for it, Reggie.
And they get him around the 23-yard line. About 7 yards there. That'll bring up third down. Short yardage situation here. They'll need a little less than a yard to convert.
They're not down here.
Young hands it off. Brought down at the 16-yard line. This defense needs to get a hold of this run game.
Sometimes when you get it back with this kind of talent, it can be so difficult to get him on the ground.
They're not down here.
Charles lines up as the deep back. I formation.
Go to bed. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Dropped behind the line. No one picked up the linebacker, and it cost them.
And when your defensive line can handle their guys
Okay,
up
no
front
mistakes.
and not
No
allow
mistakes,
the offensive
please.
linemen to get down on the linebackers, it really gives those linebackers a chance to look great.
Looks to pass. Goes through his read. He's dropped at the 13. A gain of 3 yards on that one.
A lot of times in that situation, they try to get the ball in the receiver's hands, hoping he'll make one guy miss and get away. That time, good tackling.
They'll line
It's been
it up
hard for
again
Madden
on third down.
to match that commentary
Pushes the lone
team of
setback.
Summerall and
3
Madden.
receivers in the
For me.
formation. They give it to the tailback.
Wow, why is...
They finally get him, and it looked like he would score, but instead they'll set it up with 1st and goal. They're down inside the 5 now. Ball on the 2-yard line. They come out in a goal line set.
He's in.
Touchdown. There's a player
And
shaken
Hillis
up
is
on the
hurt.
play.
He scores. But he is down with an injury. As Las Vegas
Here's the point after. The
gains a
snap,
14-point
down,
lead here,
the kick is
21-7.
up. And now we'll take a quick look at the drive summary.
The next broadcaster. I always thought it'd be fun. Even high school football would be fun to commentate.
He'll return it from the 1.
Maxwell does that.
They get him at the 27-yard line.
In the chat, if you know him.
So
Nathan Maxwell does it.
Field, we'll take this time to
Collinsworth's son does. Yeah, who is he with?
EA Sport. If it's in the game, it's in the game.
Does he do the USFL?
They keep it on the ground with the tailback. Makes a cut, and he will be hit and dropped. A pickup of about 3.
And they really ran right into the blitz.
No, see, I think we play the Lions in week 17.
The quarterback should have changed the play at the line of scrimmage. You could see the blitz coming.
Just a heads
didn't
up.
audible and only came away with a short gain.
Olsen comes in motion. He drops back to pass, and they're coming after him. He's brought down at the 34-yard line.
Jeez.
Might have an injury down on the field.
Might have to make some roster
From
moves
their
after
own
this.
34-yard line. The Bears set up in the gun. Clark motioning to the right. Looks to pass. Looks down the field.
Yes.
Oh, and he dropped it. And it'll be 4th down following the pass deflection.
Hester playing a little wide out.
By the defense. They followed the quarterback's
eyes,
made a quick jump on the ball, and were all over that one.
Maynard is the punter.
Yeah, Collinsworth's son's probably the next one, Dad. He's made for the business.
He punts it.
Don't be surprised if you hear him in Madden one day.
He got depleted. That guy just showed off some pretty good skills on that return.
I thought for sure he was taking that one back to the house. You know, anytime you get a guy with that kind of skill level in the open field with a little room to run, good things are going to happen.
Passes the line. 7-yard pickup on the scramble by the quarterback. They line up at the 43. Single back formation.
Are they in bed now?
What a shot! The back got some open field and was able to get a nice run.
You could just tell he was not going to the ground until he got past that first down marker. I really like the determination in this guy in picking up first downs.
1st and 10. Ball on the 47-yard line. The Bears.
Oh, hey, Miles. Oh, you did? Miles.
Ball's inaudible.
That's right, I forgot.
Drops back under heavy pressure. Brought down
Miles, are you doing
midfield. Short completion.
Who do you all have in there? I guess name some of them. You have to do
In
them all.
terms of yardage that time.
Well, the defense forced them to make the quick read and throw on that one. The catch was made, but there wasn't much yardage to go along with it. It's up to the receiver to make something happen on a play like that.
Out of the I formation.
How long does that take you, Miles, for
Young
one
sends
game?
a man in motion. They're going to pitch it. And he's knocked out around the 33-yard line. And not to be outdone, the running back just topped the century mark.
This guy may not be the
Bush
fastest
just
guy in the field,
has
but he's
100
running
yards
like
on the
it.
ground.
All day long, he's been
Now we're
putting on a
talking.
show. No wonder he's over 100 yards.
Bush lines up as the deep back, I formation. Tackled at the 29-yard line. Bush picks up about 4 yards on the play.
Okay, we'll let it come down to the quarter here. We should at least get another 3. 24-7, maybe 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes, maybe 2-minute warning. Should be have this one locked up.
And that's
See if we
the
can
end
get
of
that
the
number
third
1
quarter.
seed this time.
Score is 21-7.
Who?
They line up at the 29. The backfield is in the offset I formation. And they'll run him again. He's tackled at the 20. This running back just showed off some nice ability there.
Yeah, the offensive line did their job. They created enough of a seam to get him up into the secondary, and then he was able to explode from there.
Bush is the deep back as they line up in the I. He fakes it. He throws right. And the back has some running room. And they get him around the 12-yard line. A pickup of about 7.
Nice play there. It's only 7 yards, but that's the kind of underneath throw that eventually opens up some throws down the field.
One hour, miles to do a team. It's not bad. That's jersey and everything.
Goal line only a dozen yards away now. Bush is the lone setback. 3 receivers in the formation. Brought down right around the 8-yard line. They continue to get first downs by running the ball.
Pretty methodical approach right
We
now
are
for this
methodical
offense.
offense.
Not only are they picking up first downs and grinding out yards, but they're eating up a lot of time on the clock.
First
Hey,
down,
appreciate
goal
you
to
guys
go.
that have voted.
The defense sets up in the nickel.
Syracuse football.
Here's the give. Hit hard at the 3. Bush gets 6 yards on the play.
Wow, you can do the stadiums too? I would love to see pictures of that. That's really cool.
Two and a half yards from the goal line now. They're crowding the line.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I haven't done that yet. I should make a shortcut to that. I don't know why I haven't.
And straight ahead we go with the fullback. He plows ahead for a 2-yard gain. Chance for the defense to come up big here. 3rd down, right on the goal line. Up the middle with the fullback. The fullback just powered his way through the middle.
Sure
Okay,
is
this
nice
makes me
to
feel
have
better.
one of those big tanks sitting over there on the sideline that you know, when you get down on the goal line, that one guy is going to be able to stick
Beating
it
the
in.
Jets.
Nice run by the fullback.
17-9 did not make me feel very confident. This was the team to actually win a Super Bowl.
The visiting team, 28. The Bears, 7.
A 3-touchdown win over the Bears makes me feel pretty good,
Excellent
especially in
kick here.
Chicago.
At the 30. Brought down at the 36-yard line. That
Thanks, Sean.
return will set the offense up nicely.
It's just so easy to overlook the importance of good special teams. I can't tell you the difference between having to start drives around your own 20-yard line or inside that versus being out in the middle of the field. The confidence it gives your offense, the confidence it gives your play callers makes all the difference in the world.
No, whatever.
Makes the reception. He's dropped in the open field. And that pass was moving.
Yeah, and it's not that quarterbacks without strong arms can't make it in this league. But boy, it sure is an asset to have a guy with a cannon like that.
He needs to make a decision with the catch. He makes the tackle, and he had nothing but green grass in front of him. They get a nice gain there.
And what do
Yeah,
you
I'll see
do
it.
when you're
I'll
trying
see
to
it.
cover a guy with that kind of
I'll
speed?
see
You
it.
have to back off of him. You have to respect his speed, and then he can do just about anything to you.
The defense lines up with 5 defensive backs. They'll throw on first down.
Whoa, where's
He
he
rolls
throwing?
out to the right. He throws on the
That
run.
was a goofy play.
Oh my, the quarterback is lucky that
Something
one wasn't
only the Bears
intercepted.
could
Yeah,
run.
you try and fit some of those into some tight holes, and every once in a while, you're going to get one pick, but that was a pretty good play by the defense.
Drops back to pass. And he catches it. He's tackled at the 13. Great time for that type of pass. It worked to perfection.
And that was a nice job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback enough time to survey the field and find the open guy.
Hey, Sean, when you got your storm stroll through the other day, that was probably the
looks to
first time you
throw
guys
on
have had
first
rain in
down.
a while, huh?
He makes another catch. 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. You know, it's really easy to
That was
overlook those
kind
big
of
guys in the line, but they
about
did a
an
good
hour
job
south of
picking up
you.
the blitz there.
Yeah, that's a great call, Tom.
Oh, let's
because
go.
When you get a blitz package like that and your offensive line can first of all figure
Thanks,
it out
Sean.
and then get it blocked, it's very
Appreciate
tough
the
to cover
support.
one-on-one in the secondary.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's awesome, man.
Looking to throw.
Yeah, we got a sack out of it.
They sacked him.
I'll take
And they're
that.
able
Thank
to
you,
get to
Sean.
him on that one.
Great job there getting to the quarterback. The defense went with the bull rush and just manhandled
I think
this
just you and
offensive
James are
line.
up there this
They've
week,
got
or
to
this
be more
month.
stout. They've got to be able to hold up in protection.
Passes to the
No,
end
no, 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 no,
zone.
no, no.
They went with a sideline pass, but he couldn't stay inbound.
And that would have been a spectacular catch if he'd been able to come up with that one, just thrown a little bit too far outside.
Back to pass.
Oh, another sack. He
It's a
fumbled it.
loose
We got
ball.
it.
Ellis grabs it up.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Ball came
Nice
loose, and
stop by the
was right
defense.
there to pick it up.
It's
That
amazing,
unit we
isn't
leaned
it?
on
When that
heavily
ball gets
last
on the
year.
ground, to watch these defenders.
That's awesome,
watch
Miles.
the
Keep up the good work.
intensity change as they're going after that big turnover.
They'll give it off here.
We'll pad
He's
Reggie's
dropped at
stats
the
here a little bit.
13. A nice 6-yard gain by the halfback. So second down now. The offense needs about 4 for the first.
Your whole county? What was that about, Miles? What'd you have? What was the deal there? Yeah, that's kind of scary, huh? Hey, has anybody seen the TMNT documentary on the Peacock Network?
And they'll run him again.
Lowered the
And
guy
they
there to
fall on the
save
loose
it.
ball.
Good.
And that mishap
Let the time
almost
run
cost
out.
them
We
the
don't need
ball.
anything
Halfback
crazy
has
going
to be
on.
breathing a big sigh of relief on that one. Nothing more embarrassing for a running back than a fumble lost.
And that will be the conclusion of this game. Our final score is
2-0.
the visiting team 28, the Bears 7.
Well, one team turned out to be a heck of a lot better. Here are a few key plays that I know the coaches will be looking at. This
the Bears
concludes
are
another
undefeated,
game
too.
of Madden NFL 2009. From all of us here, thanks again for being part of this game.
Okay, we've improved every year. 1-15. Then I did not allow any trades or anything that first year. All right, well, I'll be back. I'll be back. Sounds like you had a great day, Morgan. It's awesome. James, good night. Yeah, I believe that, Miles. I believe it's the same thing here. It's crazy how it works like that.